Hello and welcome to another episode of me painting again. Oh yeah, we've got the old graduate brush out again. I used some of the flat washes. I've been asked what this brush is a few times. It's the 1-inch graduate flat wash, and this is washing away. Soon it's just going to be a wooden handle, but that'll be alright. I probably need a new one anyway. I'll get one eventually. So, today I've got a bit of a challenge for myself, because I'm going to try this sunset idea that I saw. So I'm going to need some red and yellow. Just going to make an orange just for a wash. That's actually lemon yellow. And if you haven't got any cadmium yellow, you can just put lemon yellow in with some red, and it makes a cadmium yellow. Well, a warm yellow anyway. Doesn't exactly make cadmium yellow, it just makes it a warm yellow. So I'm going to have this part of the horizon a bit warmer. So I'll just warm the paper a bit there. That'll do. Just thinking of how this needs to be painted, because I don't really know. I'm just hoping this works. Just guesswork. When you've done a few paintings, you start mentally trying to work it out, and you start thinking, if I do it this way, this might work. Oh, that's Prussian blue, I think. Yeah. Starting to run out of ultramarine blue, so I'm going to have to use a bit of that. Use some of this burnt umber. So it's Boxing Day today, Boxing Day, and hope everyone had a good Christmas. And we're back to it, back to the painting. I would have done more, but I had a bit of a issue. I had a bit of an illness. But I'm feeling a lot better today, so we'll get back to the painting grind. It's quite greenish since I put the Prussian blue in. It's quite greenish. I don't know if I like it that green. Maybe it needs a bit of white in it. If you could see that. Yeah, that's different. It's funny as paint, isn't it? Maybe warm it up a bit. Yeah, it's a bit better. I think it cooled it down too much with Prussian blue. It's quite a cool blue, that definitely. Right, so we need... Yeah, this is definitely about right. We need to darken areas. Where we put our cloud in. And this sort of melts in with the colour as well. You'll see it as you start putting it on. It start melts in a little bit into it, which is good. Okay. Just wash some of that colour out of my brush. Not all of it, just some of it, and then I'll get some white and a bit of the ultramarine blue, white, and there is a bit of grey in there as well, a bit of that colour in there as well, maybe a bit more white. That's probably about it. So this is our sky colour, because the sky wasn't completely full of clouds there was light areas. So like there. There's a light spot there. There's a light spot in there. Some in there. And then we can use our finger just to soften those edges. And then we can also do the same on top of the painting. On top of the paint we can add a little bit more of this, just to change things, give it a bit more atmosphere, and rather than a solid colour. See, movement, atmosphere. And some of our greyish colour now. And then we've got a cloud that sort of goes across here as well, but it's kind of mixed with that, so one way of doing it. Might add a bit of red in it. Okay, well, that works quite well. Bit of this in there as well. Getting all these different things going on. And this kind of, yeah, it just pans away. And then we've got there's land you can see in a distance. We'll still use this cloud colour because it pretty much is the same sort of colour, the land that's there. And then the land in front of that is a bit darker. So as things have started to dry a little bit, it's taken away our light a tiny bit more than I wanted it to with this sky area. Yeah, you just remember that it does, as it dries, it fades a little bit. And then you can build your colour up a bit more. It's a positive thing. It's not a negative thing. I know some people think it's negative. Oh no, it does this, it does that. But you start working with that idea, and then you start getting all these different layers and effects and things that you can do with this media that you can't really do, I don't think, with other mediums. You can, I do, when I use oils and I use them a bit thinner, I do actually do this sort of thing, and you can blend it. But again, it's different. It's a different thing, isn't it, completely? Okay. Now I kind of want to break Just going to get a bit more of this colour. I'm going to break up the sky. Oops. Break up the sky, just put a little bit of something in there. See all these different things you can add. Add in shapes. You can get your little brush and start adding in more shapes. You can really go for it, can't you? With this sort of painting. I'm going to get some real dark colour for down here. A bit darker on that cloud as well, there and there. Okay, now I want some nice land in front of this, so we're sort of moving forwards. So we're going to get this a bit of land here now. So we want a brown, blue, black, bit of a Viridian green. Whoa. Wow, that was a bit too much, wasn't it? Throw some red in that to dull the green. If you use your opposite colours, you can dull what you chuck in. Save yourself some paint by doing that. Or don't do it in the first place like I did. So now we've got the land that's here in front. There's a few trees and things growing up here. We can't put them in yet. I don't know if you've worked out why. But it's because we need to put the brightest brights in. And we haven't done that yet. But before we do, because this is based on a photo I took. It's not an exact replica. It's just loosely based, I would say, loosely based. So I need a road colour, and it's almost this. In fact, I would say it probably is that. Oops. Let's try it. Well, it ain't bad. It's not bad. That's where the road goes along here, and it goes off. There's a bit of a bluish hint to it from the sky. It's reflecting like along here. It's got like a bluish hint. And around there as well. Yeah, it's always a challenge to paint things in general, because because there's so many changes in light, which I always find a bit surprising. And something like this, I would think that the light that I'm going to paint in, it's going to be a glow light around here, would be glowing all of this, but it doesn't. All this stays quite dark. I know as artists we always try and do a bit more than what's reality, I suppose. Just get a bit of a dull green in there. There's a bit of a hedge there actually. Needs to come to about there. This is just grass there. And a little bit of yellow. Try and get things looking right. Right, I think we're at that point now where, while this dries, I think I'm at the point where I can put in the brightest bright. So we need, I'll just wash that away a bit. Just getting rid of the blue. And we can use this, put it there, some of the yellow. Oh, our red's been dirted. No! I need a bit of red. Let's go into the pencil case of joy. What have we got here? Let's put some of this on. Okay, we've got a tiny bit of red. Yes. So we've got more of a peachy sort of colour. So we'll start with this sort of peachy kind of colour and start brightening some of these areas up, like here. And it kind of fades out a little bit there. Same on this side as well, actually. Kind of fades out. And it's got a bright bit underneath. Under there. Do that again with a clean finger. Get some of that light coming out. Okay. Use another brush just to clean up my cloud a little bit. And I want a tiny bit more of the red on my brush, tiny bit more of the red. It's more of an orangey. I'm going to sort of break this away from there. Okay, adds a bit of brightness. That bit of red really does help actually. Go a little bit brighter now. A little bit brighter. Tiny bit yellow. A bit more white. That's really this should be our brightest bit. And there's a bit of a line sort of breaking under there. Okay. I can see sort of different tones in the sky as well, like bits of reds. So I'm going to get a little bit of red, tiny bit of red just in here. I can see this sort of a redness there. Okay. I want to kind of feather that away now. It's a bit too, kind of a little bit too much. That's better. Just needed softening a little bit. Okay. Bit of red. Just push in a bit of this colour. Whoops. Okay. Bit of sort of a glow around it, because that's what it was like. There was like a bit of a sort of glow around it. Might go a little bit lighter. A little bit lighter right in the brightest bit. There. So I got a smaller brush. Pick up some of this light colour for underneath this. Yellow in it. Start putting in detail. Bits of light coming out of there, and that is about what it looked like. Well, that's a painted version of it anyway. So we need to put in what else was around, and that was a few trees on the side of the road, which we'll put in now. So we need some black, brown, red, blue. Making it dark, really. It's almost black, to be honest. Ivory black would have done, because it's just really dark. Mine's more of a reddish black. Well, there's a few trees on the horizon. There's a few like branches and stuff, and you can see there's all kinds of here. There's a bit more growing here. Over here is the hedge. And here might as well put him in. Well, I say him. It's a sign. Just going to get a bit of dark. It's about there. haven't quite got that shape right, it's more like that. Okay. Just let that dry a minute. There's a bit of an island as well, right here. The road gets a bit darker there. Didn't notice that before, but I can notice it a bit more now. It gets darker. Yeah, that's a bit better. Let's paint in these things. There's a bit of a grey-blue colour. It's one of those things stood there on the road. One there and then one a bit bigger there. I've got the white lines going off there. So this bit this island. It's got a really dark bit there. Okay, and then giveaway thing. Bit of awful lettering. Oh well, never mind. It just gives you the idea that what was there. Anyway. And there's a bit of a branch there as well. An old tree. Just need a bit of blue. Maybe some ultramarine blue as it is actually. Just stick a There's a bit of orange there. The other signpost, which is there, has been there a while and it's broken. It's just like it's just the sign. It's just the post. Put a bit of light on that just so you can see the post a bit better. So yeah, anyway, I think that'll do for today. It was mainly about the sky. That's what this painting is mainly about. But anyway, thanks very much for watching this one. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you at another one. Cheers, bye.